How's it going, all my gnarly ones? Welcome to some Truck Series Tuesday action here in the North American eRacing League. As always, my name's Gator Mike, and tonight, the Truck Series kicks off our Michigan week. That's right, we go from a really narrow, very difficult, bumpy mile-and-a-half track in South Carolina called Darlington, which we saw an excellent race at last week, and we go and we take that and we go to a wide, fast, smooth, pack-style racing track in Michigan at Michigan International Raceway. This race tonight, it's going to see its fair share of wild moments. I do believe it always produces here, as we saw last season, and it's gonna happen here again tonight, I'm pretty sure. With me in the booth, though, normally here on Tuesday nights, I got Big Jim again. Jim, how's it going?
It's going well, Gator. I'm definitely looking forward to watching this one. It's always a crapshoot to know who's going to win it.
Yeah, definitely. This is almost like a third plate track on the Truck Series schedule with how these guys are going to be grouped up here tonight. I'm going to be a little laid back in the booth here. I've got me a nice, large pizza from a little local place around the corner and an ice cold A&W root beer that I'm going to be munching on throughout this broadcast. So don't mind my very bad manners for tonight's race, but I'm a little bit hungry, and we're still going to get through this. However, like I said, we're going to Michigan tonight. It's going to be a great race. We got like 15, 16 trucks-ish in the field tonight, including 3 call-downs, Jim. We've got Ace Strikes, we've got Swamp Fox, and we've got Jag Boy. The last 4 races we've seen in the Truck Series, they've all been won by call-down drivers. So, will one of those 3 win tonight, or will one of these truck drivers step up and reclaim their turf?
I mean, yeah, this is 3 very competitive drivers. I don't know how good they are really in trucks. I think Swamp, he's already won in the truck series, correct? He won at Talladega earlier this season?
Yep, that is correct.
So he's always one to look out for. This is his home track, as per every other racetrack on the schedule. And Jack Boy, he's always good at. I feel like he's always been good at Michigan, so he'll be out there to watch. But I think tonight, I'm looking. I think this is the night that Tape Hens get to win here in the Truck Series. I think this will be the night that everything just falls together and he's able to take it home to victory lane.
Absolutely. We heard most of that as you went up robotic for just a second. But Tape Hens for the win here tonight. Bold prediction there. Penn has not ever won a truck race. However, he does have 3 Xfinity Series wins. So can Penn get it done? Jim's really making a bold bet there, going out on a limb, seeing if he can get it done tonight. Good choice. We got some other Truck Series regulars though that are normally towards the front, week in and week out. We got Marksman, we got Decent House, Cyber, Mr. Williams, Wasted, Young Colt. So it's not going to be easy for Penn to get up there. Steve Diesel, don't want to forget him. But I got my eyes on man. I think I'm gonna have to go with got my eyes on Mr. Williams tonight. He really likes this track. Is really excited for this race, and he was runner up here last season, so I feel like he's gonna be up front yet again.
He was runner up here last season. I thought he won.
He was right behind Mac.
Hold on. You might be correct, but I really thought it was him who won.
Well, I mean, I am incorrect. You are correct. He did win this race.
Yes.
Mac was second. Mac won the next race.
It was like one of the craziest finishes.
Yeah, it was wild.
Williams took over.
Okay. Yes, Jim is correct. Mr. Williams apparently now is the defending winner of this race. So I'm going to shove a piece of pizza in my mouth and just shut the heck up.
Oh, man. Well, while you're doing that, I'll give a couple of fun facts about
Sure.
Michigan Speedway, or International Speedway, excuse me, MIS.
MIS.
Did you know that the trams they use to transport the fans from the parking lot to the racetrack, they're actually the same trams that were used for the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta, Georgia.
No, I have no idea.
And it's also the largest Michigan campground. There are more than 8,000 campsites at Michigan International Speedway. Just saying. That's pretty crazy.
This is a massive venue that they're going racing at tonight. Trams, campsites, huge 2-mile oval in the Irish Hills. So it's
it's brought to you by Pure Michigan, by the way.
Oh, Pure Michigan. How about that? Well, tonight's race, let me pull it up, will consist of 50 laps. 50 laps is really not that much time to make anything happen, Jim. These guys are going to have to be on the top of their game all race long. Probably going to see some aggressive driving just to keep that track position, stay up front. This track is actually shorter in laps than actually the same amount of laps as Daytona. So it's going to be a quick race here tonight. So is that going to change anybody's strategies up?
I think you pretty much hit it around the head with, guys being more aggressive. You're going to have to be jockeying for that track position in stage 3, a very short stage, and that's the one that really matters. So you'll see guys give each other the bump and run quite a bit in that one, I believe.
Absolutely, as I'm waiting for an invite here.
Do we have a stream to go off of?
Not yet. No.
Fantastic.
Ace Strikes is not streaming yet. What's he normally stream on, YouTube or Twitch?
It's normally YouTube.
All right,
he does it where you cannot hear any of the overlapping party audio. It's just car. Well, ASMR.
I found a channel. And he is actually streaming.
Yes.
Look, Jim, you got him to stream for us.
We love you, Ace. Thank you.
What a trooper. So I'm going to pull this up. And lo and behold, Mr. Williams got the pole here for Michigan. So he's looking to go back-to-back here at this track. And that's one way to do it, is get a couple of points there for a pole. As I see you already heard in the chat. Joe, nice to see you. Glad you're here. You got a Michigan win on your resume. You know a thing or two about this place. So it looks like 16 trucks are going to actually start this event tonight, including the three. Yeah, including the 3 called down drivers. One person, Jim, we didn't mention, he makes very rare appearances. But every time he makes an appearance, he's normally up front. D-Sproul. What kind of prospects we have for him tonight?
D-Sproul's fast. His only issue is that, I've seen him lag a couple times. I think he's got that under control. But also, like you said, it's just he isn't there every single race, unfortunately. So we'll have to see what he's able to do.
Yep, so we're going to go ahead and go blue screen here, accept these invites. We're good to join for the Corrigan Oil 200 here at Michigan International Speedway tonight. Let's see, on the outside of the front row will be Jag Boy. So Jag, call down driver starting outside of the front row. Tonight's race, always got Fanatec right there. Got the whole setup, wheel, shifter, pedals. Go fanatec.com. Get you a setup. I know some of y'all still got that stimmy money laying around. Jim, do you think it's going to be tame tonight, or do you think this one's going to be wild? Because we thought Darlington last week was going to be wild, and they did pretty well with it. So what do we think tonight?
I would say there's a pretty fair chance, it being a wild card race. Some of these guys circling it as one of their only chances to win tonight. It's going to be pretty hectic.
as we're off into corner number 1 and out of 2 for the very first time tonight. Looks like everybody's trying to get to that bottom lane, but towards the back we've got quite a cluster. 3, 4 wide back here, about 8th, 9th, 10th on back.
It looks like Waits is going to be the main victim of that. Falls all the way from about 7th to last.
As long as he keeps that draft, he will be okay. Stage 1, we're going to have 9 laps tonight, so these guys will be good on fuel, good on tires. It's just all-out sprint to the finish of stage number 1.
Oh man, Izzo right there getting on the apron trying to make that move underneath the, I believe that might be the 24 of Cyberon, but that's a little crazy.
Turn 2 is going to be a hot spot here tonight. As with a lot of tracks, you can really get snappy loose off of that corner, especially from the high lane. So is that something we're going to see with these truckers? Saw it a little bit in warm-ups, so let's see if these guys can make adjustments to keep their truck a little bit tighter off of 2. As we're still 3 and 4 wide, and we got 1 around, 2 around. Had Ghost Killer, Pete Graves, Young Colt through the grass.
And that will be a caution.
First caution tonight, didn't take long. Completion of lap 2. And that 3 wide, it's only going to last for so long before it just stops working.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, getting loose off the corner might have been what happened right there. That or they just got a little too crazy going 3 and 4 wide. But you do get loose out of the corners, and sometimes it's just you can't save it.
So I'm munching on pizza here during this caution. This is, they've only run like 2 or 3 laps, but this is where we're going to see drivers play strategies, not play strategies. What are they going to do? First chance at adjustments if they want to take them. It's a short stage, so what are we going to see here? Will those 2-lap pressure tires make that much of a difference? We're going to find out as these guys line up to go back into green flag racing. So Cyber right now is going to lead the field to green. Swamp Fox is going to be in second there on the outside, all black and blue, number 76. Mr. Williams looks like he might have pit. So we're going to go 3 wide for 3rd place.
Oh, man.
Steve's going to take 2 for 1 here. Go from 5th to 3rd. Good move there from Steve.
Steve's on fresh tires. This might be a little bit of experimenting time. The guys in front of him, all 4 of them, did not take tires. And it looks like
Steve's going to look underneath Mr. Williams. He's going to give him a bump up the track there. Push him out of line. Here comes Marksman up behind Steve.
Oh, no.
Decent house right there behind Marksman. So 3 Toyotas there on the inside lane. Cyber still holding him off out front, though. Marksman's going to look high. See if he can get him around the high side. Steve's up to 2nd place. Cyber really guarding that line there, Jim.
And that's what you got to do here. Joker kind of taught us that you just got to hold that bottom, even if it does stack things up. That's the only way you can make sure you don't fall all the way back to the tail end.
Oh, Steve looking to make a hole. Oh, we got one spinning down pit lane. I think that was Ghost Killer. Steve looked like he tried to make a hole there coming off of 4. Just wasn't enough. But Marksman's going to go around the outside of Cyber, take the lead as these guys are still spinning and hitting the wall in the back.
That's caution. 8 strikes. Heavy damage to the front end.
Oh, it looked like some bumpers hooked there. I saw a quick replay as I looked down on Ace's stream. That's going to end stage 1. So stage 1 winner, I do believe, was Marksman there with an outside power move around Cyber before that caution came out.
We have no way of confirming that. Hold on.
I'm trying to look at Ace's stream, but for some reason my quality is a little bit low. Not Red Baron Sharp. It is a local place, New York style pizza. So here we are, already in stage 2 after a couple of cautions in stage 1. Kind of marred that. Marksman, Decent House, Steve-O up here in the front. The 3 Toyotas. It's a large there, Sharp, but I don't think it's going to make it all the way to Texas, my friend.
Oh, boy. Oh, Penn.
You can bank on hearing that every race.
Oh, my goodness. He is using the bumper.
Well, you can bank on hearing that, too, every race.
Trying to stay with those Toyotas, man. They're fast.
Penn being Penn there. Using that bumper. He's up to 4th place here, Jim, in that number 44 Chevrolet. You said he was one to watch out for. Your long shot pick here for tonight, and he's plowing his way through the field.
Yeah, he's not making many friends right now. Something tells me he's going to get himself sent if he keeps doing that. But I mean, if he can keep himself from getting sent, it's a good tactic.
A lot of these drivers are in a big party chat here tonight, and I can only imagine all the hate Penn is getting right now.
Where in the world is Sproul going? Oh my! I think he entered just a little too low on the apron, almost spun it.
Sproul was going to Canada's Ghost Killers around in the back again. Just not his night. It's not his night so far. It looks like Steve is going to get around for the lead here. So move Diesel up in the front. If you remember,
his Toyota teammate.
Steve's good here. He had a really good run in the Xfinity Series last season. He even got trolled at the end of one of the stages, fighting for a stage win. So he knows how to get around Michigan. And here he is leading the field, followed closely by Decent House and Marksman, as they try to check out from the rest of the field.
Well, they're going 3 and 4 wide back there and for the rest of the field, so they might as well check out right here. The 3 of them hooked up, just trying to push each other out.
Yeah, it's getting wild back here. I'm on board with the 13 at tailpipe, and I don't know that I wanted to come back here. It's making me nervous just sitting here and watching it. Penn's gone all the way to the back. Lost all of his track position.
I love it when the game doesn't actually tell me how many there's. Just flips it away.
Yeah, I love to hear it. So the 3 Toyotas right now are going to start fighting here for the lead. Mr. Williams here in 4th place is going to try to take advantage of that, get that draft back, close back in.
I think Diesel knows exactly that. He's going to drop to the back and start pushing again. Really smart move on his part.
Sproul making a move for 5th around Cyber. Really dove it in there. He's going to pay for it on corner exit. Cyber's going to look back underneath. He's going to grab 5th spot right on back. Gets a good run on Williams now, too. He's going to go from the inside to the outside here of the number 98. So they're now going to fight for 4th. That's exactly what the top 3 want to see, as they try their best to get away.
It'll leave 4 to go in stage 2 as it cross line.
4 to go right here. Stage 2 already. It is a short race here tonight. Stages are quick, especially when you get cautions. That just makes them quicker. Williams said he had stuff to do anyways. He wanted this race to be over quickly. Had baseball and hockey and everything else he wanted to do. They're still fighting back there for 5th or 4th. The top 3 are
that
loving
isn't
to see
going to help
it.
him.
Yeah, they're
That is
loving
not
to
going
see
to help
it
him
up.
catch.
Second pack is still led by Mr. Williams. Got Cyber right there in 5th. D-Scroll chilling out in 6th place. Got Wasted here in 7th. Young Colt in 8th. And the rest of the pack right there behind them.
Marksman took a peek on Decent House, just didn't have enough of a push from behind. He's actually going to hit the wall.
That is not Young Colt. That's actually Ace Strikes right there in 8th place. I saw a black Chevrolet. I thought it was Colt for a second. And they're going to go 4 wide.
Perfect.
They got that sorted out pretty quick. That was not the smartest move.
Definitely not on old tires. You can't really control your truck when you're, slideways, having no grip on those tires.
That is factual. Right now I'm on board with the number 99 Carolina Nut Ford of Wasted. as Cyber is going to get underneath Mr. Williams there. Ace is going to give a push to Cyber. Oh, a little bit of bumper hook.
Oh, don't wreck it now.
Don't wreck it now. And the top three, they're still single file. They're gone. They did exactly what they had to do. Here comes Swamp barging his way through. He's going to hit the apron. Swaps around. Takes out the 88. That ends the stage.
Decent house. Stage 2 winner.
Swamp Fox hitting the apron there off of 4. Collected a couple other trucks. So that's going to hand the stage win to Decent House, followed by Marksman and Diesel.
A couple of good-looking Toyota trucks, I'll say. I like the look of those trucks.
Yeah, a couple of quick stages here, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we expected. We expected it to be hectic. It's definitely not living down to that. It is very, very hectic.
It is quite hectic. All 16 drivers will be on the lead lap here to start the final stage, so everybody's still with a shot.
Steve's looking pretty good, man. This would mean a lot for him on the points line.
Yes, it looks like Marksman had a really bad pit stop. Lost 2 spots there. So second.
He did hit the wall coming out of turn. I gave him like a second of damage.
He's going to be able to duck back down quickly though, right in front of Cyber. It's going to leave Steve on the outside lane, hung out to dry all by himself.
Oh no.
Don't say oh no like that, Jim. I can't keep up.
These are trying to hold it on the outside there.
I'm just going to sit back here and ride with Jagboy. He's, I don't know, about 12th place. And he's got all the action right here in front of him.
And Mr. Williams going for the lead as well. Underneath, Decent House.
That he is. There's the defending winner of this race. Mr. Williams, as Cyber gets booted out of the way there. He's going to lose. Oh, man, he lost 5, 6, 7 spots. Just like that, one corner didn't take much at all. That draft is powerful, though, as Decent House and Marksman come flying back on the outside of Mr. Williams. Williams and Steve make contact there into 3, but they hold on to it. They're still able to make the corner. Scroll right there for 4th. There you go. I was just about to say, if I'm Steve, I'm getting right back down as soon as I can, and he did. Jim, looks like everybody's fighting for that bottom line right now.
Yeah. Other than on the backstretch where you can get a push, the inside's where you want to be. The only time the outside's feasible is definitely on the backstretch.
So Cyber's got some
work to do
here.
Diesel! Oh no.
Oh man, yeah, there's a big one. That's a big one.
That's a biggie. Hen, Jagboy, Swamp Fox.
It's a biggins here at Michigan.
Jagboy and Swamp are still parked up in turn 4. Looks like they may have hit the wall so hard that they cannot continue any longer.
Yeah, this is like at the county fair when you're playing bumper cars and you're just stuck in the corner. Can't move.
Oh.
And they had to get the officials to get out there and give them a push start. So the call downs, they found trouble there, and they have got all sorts of work to do. They got to go from the back to the front. Jim, you and I know a little bit about going from the back to the front of Michigan.
Yeah, the league versus league thing against Giggity, which is now cringe. We had that thing where we went all the way from 13th to first and second.
It's not impossible to do, but it's not easy either. So they got their work cut out for them.
Is that T-Graves? He won?
That is indeed Graves, who has pulled a strategy call here. Got the track position to get up to the lead.
That's gutsy.
Oh, he's gutsy. And goes right around, right in front of the whole field. Collects Williams.
Even more death.
That was
Swamp
quick.
once again in it. Tailpipe was in it. Williams definitely had some damage from it. That was right in front of the entire field.
I guess those 2 tires didn't pay off.
Yeah, it's that, or he was really trying to hold that inside, trying to make sure nobody got under him, and sometimes you freak out a little bit too much, and you get underneath that white line, which is like the no-no zone on this racetrack. You get underneath that white line, you're just going to go spinning. There's no way you can save it.
That is correct. The white line here is dangerous. You do not want to touch it. You do not want to go below it. But we've seen it a couple times tonight. These drivers, they're still going to flirt with it.
Doesn't look like anybody's pitting except House at the moment.
Looks like he thought better of it. He's still sitting right there in 7-ish.
No, he pit.
No, he did pit.
That's going to help him if he took tires.
Even though they've only run a couple laps, the tires will make a difference. He's just got to be able to get around all the chaos.
Yeah, that's the part you're basically hedging on, is that you can get on that inside and just roll past these guys.
Well, right now he's sitting behind Penn, which is a pretty good spot to be. Just let Penn do all the heavy work.
Yeah, he's like a snow plow. You just let him do everything.
He's got Colt right in front of him. Colt's about to get moved out of the way.
Yeah. Oh. Colt knows how to fend off a Penn. He knows how to fend off a wild Penn. But it is difficult. Difficult thing to do.
Penn takes it easy on nobody.
Yep.
As we're gonna go
99.
Yeah.
Right,
go 3-4 wide here out of turn 2. This is not gonna end well, I don't think. Yeah, they got one get loose. Good save by Williams. No, that was Graves. God, Williams and Graves, their trucks are identical.
Isn't it annoying?
And Penn washes up the track into wasted. That's going to allow Jagboy to look underneath. And yeah, we're 3-4 wide again here on the front straightaway.
Penn might be down a cylinder, guys. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Penn's down a few cylinders. One in the truck and one in his own brain.
Oh boy. Well, House has made his way back up to about 6th at the moment, and right behind Swamp.
Steve on the very far inside, trying to fend off this beehive behind him. I was just talking about our call-down drivers, Jagboy and Swamp, and they find themselves right now.
Oh no, and they're wrecking.
I was going to say, they found themselves battling for 3rd and 4th place, and then they decided to have a little contact there out of 4th.
I believe Jagboy got loose coming out of 4, hit the side of Swamp, pancaked it, went back up the track. House's nose was right there, and that, they both hit that outside wall, and right in front of the rest of the field, you know where it goes.
What kind of pancake?
IHOP.
Ooh. Yeah, he hopped through the grass, that's for sure.
Sucks for House, though. He had the strategy rolling pretty well there. Just following Swamp, and unfortunately gets caught up in somebody else's mess.
Well, this race isn't going to last very long with all these cautions. I'll get a lap count here once we go back green. We're not going to have too many laps remaining. I'd say probably, I don't know, 20-ish.
It's less than 20.
Probably some more cautions on the horizon as well.
I think that's a good bet.
It's kind of turning out like we saw last season. A lot of the same. Yeah, less than 20. We're going to have 14 to go.
So, well, strategy from D-Sproul and Penn up there. Oh, somebody just shot to the inside while they're dead. Who was that? One tailpipe. No, it's Jagboy. He shot to the inside wall at about 202 miles per hour in a truck. You don't ever see them go over 200 in a truck, but I swear I just saw Jagboy going 200.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like Darlington was actually better for these guys as Michigan has now turned into the track too tough to tame for the truck series. As the green flag racing here tonight is almost non-existent at this point. The whole final stage here.
Mind you, we had less people at Darlington. We had like 11, 12.
I'd have to go back and look. Still, it's been wild here tonight in the truck series.
So both Ghost Killa and Tailpipe have retired from tonight's.
Got one flirting with the apron there in second place. That looks to be Penn.
Somebody is using the yellow line. That never works. That was Ace.
That is Ace strikes. So right now you got D Sproul up front, followed by Penn. Steve, who's had one of the faster trucks here, at least on the green flag runs tonight, sitting in third place. Swamp fourth, Marksman rounding out your top five. As we have 10 laps to go here at the line.
Oh no.
Jagboy cutting some turf.
Good save on his part.
Looking like Forrest Gump on the tractor there. Swamp pushes Penn up the track.
And Decent House split the middle right there. Scary moments again for Decent House, but great move. We'll take advantage of it and get up to 7th or 6th.
Yeah, he's stuck on that high lane though. That's not where you want to be, as we've seen here tonight. On this front straightaway, he's hoping some guys will leave that bottom lane to give him some draft.
Yeah, right now his main priority is getting in front of Penn right now. He needs to get down there because he's running out of time.
Doesn't look like that's going to happen, as we're going to have one on the apron again. He's going to go around. I believe that was the 24. Got Wasted coming up here for third, Wasted for second. Marksman has taken the lead. Oh, Wasted with a bumper from Young Colt.
This is crazy.
Yeah, these guys, they're no holds.
No
holds barred. They're throwing haymakers tonight at Michigan. I at least hope the party chat is nice and lively.
Oh, I bet it's lively, all right.
Jovial.
More lively than Blake.
So we're less than 10 to go here already tonight at Michigan. We've got Marksman out front by a truck length here over Wasted, and they're trying to stretch that gap over Colt, who kind of missed his mark there into 3, washed up the racetrack.
If Decent House can get caught by him, this is the guy to look out for. Decent House making it up to P3.
Oh,
he was actually
tight.
out of the draft like 2 laps ago.
This is getting tight. Can Decent clear Jag? He does. Really drove it off into 1. So Decent House is going to be able to clear solely for third place. You got the 3 call-ups or call-downs right here in 4th, 5th, and 6th. Jag, Swamp, and Ace.
Well, Jag's going to look to that inside of Decent. That's going to hurt him.
Yeah, that's not what Decent wants right now. He's kind of hoping for Jag to work with him. But Jag wants to win this race as well. Two up front. Loving to see this. I believe it's 6 to go. They just took it blind.
Yes, 6 to go.
Jag. Really big run down the back straightaway. They closed in that gap by quite a bit. Got that tandem drafting going.
They definitely did, and that's not what Marksman and Wasted wanted to see.
No, they've got that draft in the 99 truck now. The top 2 have company. Jagboy and Decent House are there. They are in that draft.
If you're Wasted, do you make a move here?
Looks like it. Oh, he's going to clip the apron, though. He's going to wash up the track.
Good save, though. It's going to really hurt the guys behind him.
That opens the door here. Decent house. Jag checked up, let Wasted back in. Decent look to the high side. And here comes Ace.
He's kept himself in the conversation. That's what you got to do here.
Marksman trying to break the draft here down the back straightaway. Don't think that's going to help at this point, as they will be coming to 3 to go here at the line. This time around, we got a 5-truck breakaway here for the lead.
Oh, Marksman, you
had
almost
one
gave
around
up
in the
the
back.
inside.
Looked like young Colt clipped that apron, went around. 1 truck accident. Looks like we're going to stay green. Wasted throwing a block on Jag.
Oh, he's not happy with Marksman. He just pushed him right off the racetrack.
Oh, these guys are getting jumbled up here. Marksman all the way to the bottom. Decent house coming through for second.
Keegan is blocking for his life right now. He's having to block 3 lanes wide.
He's on the apron, though. That's not going to work. Here comes Decent House with a run. He's going to take the lead. 2 to go.
I'm not sure I would have done that if I were Ace. I'd probably just stay in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would just stay on the inside here if I were him.
This fighting has allowed Swamp Fox to get up in the battle here, so we now have 6 trucks for the win at Michigan. Decent House going to block any sort of attempt by Marksman here to make a pass into 3. Marksman with a good run off of 4, but there's nowhere to go with it. As we're going to see the white flag this time around. Ace on the apron. Here comes Wasted to the high lane. 1 to go for Decent House.
Looking like Dale Earnhardt Sr. blocking right here for his DEI boys in front of him. Although it's only Decent House from Marksman.
Marksman right there on top of Decent House. Where will he go? Is he going to look low? Yes, he is. Decent's going to block it. Marksman's going to get there, though.
Look at the wide arc from Ace.
Watch for Ace strikes here. He's going to come up the bottom. We're going to be 3 wide out of 4 heading to the line.
Who's going to get it?
Who is going to get it? It's neck and neck between Decent House and Ace. I think Decent's going to get it. That is close.
Oh my goodness.
That is
Who got
close.
it?
Drag race to the line. Neck and neck. Waiting on official word. It was Decent House by 1/1000th of a second. Closest
1,000.
Closest finish in NARL history tonight here at Michigan.
Well, that rivals the Xfinity race here last year, right? Last
Closest finish in NARL history here tonight at Michigan International Speedway. Decent House hanging on by 1/1000th of a second. I tell you what, Jim, I thought Ace was going to have that coming out of 4. He lined it up perfectly and almost got there.
He knew exactly what was going to happen. He knew that the 4 did not have a good line going into 3. He knew he was going to wash up. He was like, okay, I'm just going to back off a little bit here, go to the very outside, take the widest arc imaginable, and I'm going to try as hard as I can to throw it down there into 3. It almost paid off for him, almost for a win.
Incredible. Incredible.
But equally as impressive from Decent House to, I mean, he kept it on that outside, man. He kept the momentum up there. Usually you think it's kind of game over once you give up the inside, but he kept his foot in it. I'll try and
tell you
him.
what, over this past week, we've seen everything. And these finishes, they just keep getting better and better. Between you and Marksman and Steve, they were fast here tonight. Had the right setups underneath those trucks, but you didn't really have too much of a chance to get to really show it with all the cautions tonight. The racing was insane, wild. 3, 4 wide on the frequent. And were you prepared for a shorter run race like that, or you think those long runs were actually going to happen?
To be honest with you, I didn't really get to put a whole lot of time into the Michigan. I'm not a big fan of Michigan to begin with, but you never know how the cautions are going to fall. It seemed like every caution that did happen, I was involved in it. So I found the wall a few times, getting beat around back there in the back. Just crazy racing for sure. We had a few guys lagging, and it gets loose off turn 2, and some guys were having some issues, and I started dead last on that last restart, and maybe it was a second, keep my nose clean. But I mean, there was a lot of contact, so it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself. That was a heck of a finish.
It's all right. It looks like Marksman gave it back to you there in turn 3, and somehow you were able to keep the momentum up and just barely beat Ace Tracks back to the line. So, Decent House, congratulations. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to before we let you go celebrate?
I just shout out you guys. Shout out my former elite teammates. We still have a chat. We still keep in touch and talk about the game and other stuff that's going on in life. So shout out to all those guys, and like I said, shout out you guys. Shout out Ace and Marksman. That was a heck of a finish. I might have to go back and watch it. I'm sure it was exciting. So I definitely want to tune back in and see how close of a finish it actually was. I think it was, what did you say, 1/1000th?
1/1000th.
That's awesome. So, yeah, it's definitely cool. So, but yeah, that's all I got for you. Thanks for what you guys do on a week-to-week basis.
All right, Decent. Congratulations. We will see you at Richmond next week. Looking for dub number 3.
Yes.
Is there anything else? I mean, it looked like you set it up perfectly. Anything you could have done to get a little bit more of an edge?
I set it up perfectly. I just ran out of a run. I really don't know what happened. I took the lead, but then going down the front stretch, it said second again. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get it, aren't I? And I surely didn't. The only other thing I could have done was moved him, which I don't even think I touched him. So I think that was really, really good that I kept it clean there. Glad that was a very close finish.
Absolutely. Well, it wasn't really the race we were expecting here in the booth. Quite a few cautions knocked it out pretty quickly here tonight, but still led to a great sprint to the finish there, last 7 or 8 laps. What were you thinking there as you had to fight your way back up through the field to even have a chance at that thing?
Yeah, I got moved a lot. It wasn't great. Most of the race I just worked on trying to make the outside work because everyone wanted to send it in, so I wasn't going to sit there and block people. So I was like, I'm just going to do my own thing. Just rolled the top. Didn't work at all, ever, actually. I can't remember. I think I got booted out of line early in the restart. I think someone put it 3 wide and I was on the outside. I can't remember. But I got back. No, I got hit. That's right. I got loose off of 4, I believe, because I was on the apron. I made contact with someone, and I saved it. And I went back to like 9th or 10th, and then from there on, I just pushed, and I was able to get back up there. I knew I had a good car. I just had to kind of get away from that stupid train effect, dude. Everyone was just sitting in the draft, and it's so hard to pass. You try to arc your corner, someone dives it in there, so... it was a good race. Got moved, but had fun. I'm not racing for points, so
Exactly.
I was trying to sweep all the 2-mile tracks that I race at in NARL.
Well, you came within 1/1000th of a second tonight, so
Yeah.
Still so close, but a great run nonetheless. I'm going to toss it over to Big Jim this time. Jim, what you got for Ace?
Yeah, Ace, impressive runner-up for your first ever Truck Series race in the NARL. I'm sure you were well acquainted with the bump and run aspect of the Truck Series. But yeah, my question for you is, what does this really give you? Did you take anything from this race that you can take into Thursday's doubleheader?
I can only drive cup cars. I am insanely slow at literally every other car. So the fact that I got good practice in on a truck helps a lot. Um, in terms of helping me for Thursday, didn't really learn too much because I feel like 2 mile tracks are some of my best tracks. So as long as I can arc the corner, I will be really fast. But when you can't arc the corner, that's when you have to try and find some speed somewhere. So I did learn that it's hard to really arc your corner and have a good entry. So like I said, I gotta learn not to do that and how to stay fast with it. It's probably what I learned.
Yeah, well, it was impressive, man. Good second place.
Next time we see you on track, Mr. Ace, is going to be Thursday night for the doubleheader at Michigan. Last time we had a doubleheader in the Cup Series, you swept the whole thing. Are you planning to do that again here?
Of course.
Take away his clutch pedal.
Take away the clutch pedal.
Nah, I am not going to do that because clutch is fun and it takes skill, no matter what people say. So I'll have to check and see what strategy I can pull. I'm not too sure yet. I don't really practice, so we'll get into the race and find out.
All right, my friend. Well, before we let you head on out, anybody you want to give a quick shout out to?
Shout out to Williams. You know why? I have no idea. He let me race. Shout out to Williams. Let's go.
All right, Mr. Williams. Shout out to you for letting Ace in the field and being part of the closest finish in NARL history. So, Ace, congratulations. We'll see you Thursday night.
Thank you.
Jim, at times it was a rough one tonight, and then at other times it ended up being another, instant classic here in the NARL, and it capped it off with that closest finish in league history here tonight.
Yeah, we had a little bit of everything, and just my theory on what happened at the end, I really think the higher banking at the top of the racetrack paid into Decent's favor. As he crawled down the racetrack, it just gave him that little boost of speed that got him ahead of Ace. 1/1000th ahead of Ace.
1/1000th of a second. Wow. Well, I guess on to the next ones here. We got Michigan all week in the NARL. Tomorrow night, Xfinity Series at Michigan, and Thursday night, Cup Series doubleheader at Michigan, just like what we saw at Auto Club. 2 25% races, 3 times wear to change things up. Inverted field after race number 1. So what's going to happen Thursday night? What's going to happen tomorrow night? You guys are just going to have to tune in and find out and see what happens as we continue our Michigan week. Next time you see the trucks in action will be next Tuesday, and they will be going short track racing at Richmond under the lights. So make sure to check that out. So for Big Jim, as always, I'm Gator Mike. To all my gnarly ones out there, hope you enjoyed it. Y'all stay safe. We'll catch you next time. Take it easy.